have you heard of this person named Mr. Leopold Aschenbrenner?
No.
So this is a 25-year-old investor who has just gone viral on social media. So here's the thing. So he has, been fired from OpenAI.
Okay.
And then he launched this fund called Situational Awareness.
Okay.
He started with $225 million, which is about 2,000 crores. And in less than 2 years, he is now sitting at almost $15 billion, right? And his thesis is, AI, the energy transition sector of AI. So now for somebody sitting in India, when I'm seeing a reel like this or a post like this, that there is so much money being made in the US, and in India, I'm losing money just by sitting on my INR, which is losing value because of war and Trump and all of that. What would be your advice? Because these are facts which are happening in the world today.
True. I think, in fact, I did read about this, but I didn't recollect the name. And yes, it is a fact that in the last 3-4 years, everything related to AI has done reasonably well. But investors don't need to worry. If they had thoughtfully, followed the right role models or listened to the right inputs, there were enough funds in India which were investing in similar global strategies or themes. For example, in the year 2000, 6 years back, we launched a value fund where 35% is invested globally. And in fact, 3 years back, we had stocks like SK Hynix in the portfolio, which has today shot up almost some 1,000% in the last 1 year. We have invested in stocks like ASML, TSMC, NVIDIA, all through this cycle. We launched a fund called Global Innovation Fund, and we doesn't mean only DSP. Many of our other peers launched a Global Innovation Fund in 2021, 5 years back, before even this AI craze started. So the fund industry offers this entire range of products. Unfortunately and ironically, most attention goes to just plain large cap, mid cap, small cap, or so on and so forth. And again, here, the whole social media industry spoke about small cap funds 3 years back. But that was also the time when all these funds were available. But that time, small caps in India were doing very well. So what tends to happen, Sharan, is, human beings fall in love with what is happening right now. The way everybody is falling head over heels to, global stocks today or AI stocks today. 3 years back, everybody was falling head over heels on the India story, on the manufacturing resurgence, on the China plus one story, on the defense story in India. And a lot of these companies in India also have made money. Defense stocks have made money. No doubt the currency has lost in the last 1 year, but long term, our currency tends to depreciate by 3.5%. But let me tell you, I have been investing in mutual funds since 98, accidentally, because I started my career in a mutual fund. So I've been very blessed that I got to understand the right nuances. But 98 till today, even after taking care of depreciation, an Indian investor, if he has stayed invested, would have won 4% more than S&P 500 in rupee terms. So typically the Indian market, if you stay invested over a full cycle and take advantages of intermittent periods of correction or zero returns or negative returns, you will earn reasonably similar or competitive returns like the rest of the world. On the other hand, there are enough periods when global stocks go through corrections. Like China is going through a correction right now. Consumer stocks in US are down 40 to 60%. The largest pharma stock, Novo Nordisk, is down 75% in dollar terms. If you are building a portfolio of such companies, in the next 3 to 5 years, you might make reasonably good returns there. Every year, the story which is very hot, when you pick that story, you will burn your fingers, but you will not get to know that moment. At that moment, you'll feel very excited. Unlike a real world where you burn your fingers immediately, here you will realize it 2-3 years later. Now, I don't have a view whether the AI story will burst in 1 year or 3 years or whether it will not burst at all. But broadly, there are signs and signals of froth. So, Sharan, what I'm saying is that, yes, it is a fact that we've not done that well in the last 1 year in one segment of mutual funds. But there are 5 other segments of mutual funds. If you have not searched for them the right way, it is not that the category has not delivered. Multi-asset funds have done 22% CAGR in the last 3-4 years because they participated in gold, in silver, in global stocks, and in global stocks across the world, not just one particular slice. Any day, any time, 10 years back, today or 10 years later, there is something which will be very hot in the market. Some portfolios will have some component of it. A thematic portfolio may have a slightly higher component of it. But these are cycles, and we should not get worried about, or we should not form investment opinions basis what's happening today. And the currency depreciation is nothing new to India. Yes, what is new is such a sharp depreciation in the last 1.5 years because 2-3 things happened together. There was a bit of intense FII selling, FPI selling. So they were selling and taking, dollars out. Coincided with the trade wars around the same time. And the trade wars also, created fear that India growth will slow down. Coincided with higher valuations of the stock market. We have flagged off in February 2024, 6 months before the market peaked, that these valuations are unreasonably high. You may want to de-risk by diversifying away from only Indian stock portfolios. And the fourth thing that happened was the Iran-Israel war, which led to rising oil prices. So all of this happened together. So a normal 4% depreciation, actually the long-term depreciation of our rupee is 3%.
Yes.
But all of this came together to see a very sharp 12% depreciation. But of course, since the announcement of FCNR bonds, since the announcement of slowing down of the war situation, the rupee has appreciated by 3-4%.
Yeah.
So these cycles will be there. The way I think about investing is that over a long period of time, we may depreciate by 2-3% as a currency. There will be some bouts in between like this. You need to build a portfolio which is resilient to currency depreciation, but which is also beneficiary of certain growth story which is available in India.
Glad you made it till here. If this gave you even one idea to improve your finances, send it to a friend. Helping them might just make you the smartest person in their group chat. And don't miss the full episode on Finance with Sharan. There's a lot more where this came from.